So she's kind of forward there. Not gonna let her step in until she gets those hips over. You notice I'm very quiet with my flag. Good morning and welcome to Reata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown and we have Ellie here. Ellie is a 4-year-old, right? 4-year-old Appaloosa mare that came to me for the trailer loading issue where she didn't want to back out of a trailer. And the first session, it was 4 days ago. She hasn't done anything since, but that first session took about 3.5 hours. And we did get quite a ways with her, and hopefully you've watched that first session. If you haven't, go back and watch session number 1. We're gonna cut it up in a few sections. But this session number 2, hopefully it's not gonna take us near as long. But we wanna, first and foremost, we wanna have her owner put her in the trailer, shut the door, and then take her back out of the trailer. And we'll just see how that goes, and then I'll work with her from there. Sound good? Okay. All right, so go ahead and put her in, and go ahead and shut that slider.
Do you want me to tie her or leave her untied?
You can just put the lead rope up there and act like she's tied.
She's like, I know what this is. Thank you.
Good girl. And if you want to tie her up there, you can. That should work. Okay, go ahead and step out for a second.
I'm just doing like that open hand, light face pressure.
Okay.
So she's listening and responding to it. She's just real nervous about it.
Gotcha.
I'm like purposely having my hand open just to show how light I'm being on her face.
Uh-huh.
She's just nervous about it. Come all the way out. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Now tell me, when you unloaded her after our session, was it about like that? Was it any better?
Smoother.
It was smoother?
Much smoother.
Okay.
Like, I was like, come on, and then she took a couple steps back, and she got out of the edge, and I gave her like a breath, and then I asked again, and she stepped down.
Okay.
And then I asked her to wait so I could take a picture of her for you,
Uh-huh.
and be like, ta-da,
Uh-huh.
and then
Cool.
I like made her stand there, and I petted her for a minute, and then I backed her all the way out.
Okay.
So it was better
Cool.
than that.
Awesome.
But even
So
then,
she's had 4 days off, hasn't done any trailer loading since.
Yep.
You got her off, but it wasn't as smooth as after she was done with that session.
It was pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty close to that. And I actually like opened the door, opened this, and she stood there, but she was so exhausted. And then I like untied her, but she was nervous, so I'm like, I'm just gonna better be safe than have her jump out and hurt herself.
Okay. So we have a little more sunshine today, so she might get, we'll see, hopefully she doesn't get as sweaty as last time, but because of the sun, she might get as sweaty. So I'm just going to start with some simple groundwork. Make sure she's got her groundwork good. Make sure she's listening to me. We'll start with some lunging. And I don't think I loped her during lunging last time. I might get her into a little bit of a lope here. The better she gets at lunging out here, the better she'll pick up the correct lead. That was good. So I'd like her to pick up that left lead. That's really good. Besides that club foot, she's built really well.
Yeah.
Good girl.
With the like cycle issues,
Uh-huh.
you don't really notice it.
Yeah.
The trot's the only time I notice it.
Yeah.
She noticed it.
Sometimes she starts almost gating. Have you noticed that she gates a little bit?
Yep, I have.
Right there.
She like picks it up. Yeah.
She's kind of gating like a gated horse. So I'm gonna try to make that trailer a little bit more interesting to her by working her feet outside and then letting her rest inside. Oh. See, right there, she's actually gating. That makes her, she's super smooth. I don't think I've ever personally seen a Appaloosa gate before.
We have a friend that breeds Wappaloosas
Wackaloosas?
for his ranch. He likes them out on the ranch.
Uh-huh.
Smooth. He thinks that's pretty.
So similar to the lead beside exercise, but I'm just out a little bit further. Just getting her to move her feet more than last time. Oh. step out in front of her. Then I'm going to do the pass-through exercise, but I'm doing it a little further away. Let's see if I can get her to stop along the trailer. Almost. So you haven't worked with her at all, right? Her responsiveness is even better than last time. Like, she's really moving her body well, her feet. Ooh. Gotcha. Yeah, no work at all in the last 4 days. That's in some ways I prefer that, because then I can show the carryover from just what we did.
Yeah.
And there she stopped. That's great.
She wasn't even stalled. She was like out running wild with George.
I'm just going to take her to the other side, do the same thing. I'm going to leave that gate open, or that back door open. I think she'll be okay. Easy. Girl. Ooh. I was a little more intentional about moving her shoulders over that time, because it's when she wants to move left that she really struggles. When I'm on the left side, she wants to drift to her left. So right here. Ooh. 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 There she goes. Yeah, there's a whole lot of carryover going on. One thing I'm going to work on is some side passing with her. Well, let's do some backing first. I'm going to have her back with me. So I'm just going to slightly raise my hand up and down. Good girl. Look at that. She definitely feels lighter than before, than that first session. Very good. See if I can back her out of my space. She's almost better than she was than I got her on 4 days ago.
Yeah. She's smart. Once she gets stuff, she really gets it.
You notice even when I'm drawing her into me, she has a tendency to drift left. That's just her go-to. So if I see her drift left, I'm going to just push her right to my left. When you're facing your horse, the directions are opposite depending on the horse or you. That's a little bitter. Good girl. Now I'm going to back her with me, and then when she's going to lift her right foot off the ground, that's when I'm going to ask her to yield the shoulders. Let's just do some lead beside here. I want to make sure and keep good distance between her. So right here, if she drops that shoulder in, I'm going to push her shoulder out. I want to make sure she maintains that circle here. Shorten my lead rope up a little bit. Good girl. Right here, she's kind of leaning into me, so I'll push her away. And make sure she can yield, leg yield away from me. Good.
It's already a lot better.
Yeah.
Not great, but better.
Much better. Good girl. So I'm just working on that what I'm going to have to do when she's getting in the trailer. I might even just go to a straight side pass. Ooh. Little easier for her to side pass in the direction she wants to go, which is back behind me. So now her side pass is a little more sticky because we're going towards the trailer. One of the hardest things about side passing off the fence is to keep them from going forward. So basically your lead rope, your halter is your fence. So you have to establish that boundary if she starts to walk forward. Get some lateral movement. And release right there. Good girl. Right there, that was really good. Okay, now I'll do some lead beside with desensitizing with the flag. Make sure she's not bothered by this flag. Hind quarter yield. Bring that front end over. Good. The lead beside exercise is what you were struggling with before, right?
Yeah.
And generally speaking, it's actually harder for me to do the lead beside exercise with the flag because I don't have that stiff stick to help me with pressure if I need it.
Yeah, she was like leaning in really hard with her shoulder.
Uh-huh. And probably if you went back and thought about it, or if you had filmed yourself, maybe you remember, she most likely was leaning a lot harder to her left.
She was. Yeah, that way.
If I'm doing desensitizing and I can do that, I can reach out and I can touch her with the handle of my flag. I'm gonna bump her on her ribs away from me. So it's kind of hard to use that flag to drive her away from you if you're right in here close. So I'll just use kind of like I would my leg. As long as she'll respond to that, that's all I'm looking for. Good. That's more round. Still coming in a little. So it's not perfect, but it's like 80% there. Good girl. Let's do a 4/4 yield. When I'm doing a 4/4 yield, I like to hold the lead rope in the opposite hand of the side I'm standing. So if I'm standing on her left side, I have the lead rope in my right hand. That way, if she walks forward, I can bump straight back and I can still use driving pressure with my flag. I'm using the handle of my flag. See, if she starts to walk forward, I'll just bump back and then move her shoulders over. Right there, she got heavy on her front end, so bump her back. A little heavy on the front end, bump her back. That's a little better. Bump her. Good girl. Go to the other side. She's a horse that's really easy to get light. You know, you were having that problem with her, and I was having the problem with her too when we were getting in the trailer. She kept wanting to lean into me. But once she gets out of that habit, oh, she's gonna be beautiful. Like, she's just so light and responsive. She really is gonna be easy as far as once we get through that sticky stuff. So she's kind of forward there. So again, if I feel, if she starts to walk past me, I'm walking in a circle here. And if she starts to walk past me, then I'm gonna back her up, like right there. See how she kind of went forward? Back her up, put her on her hind end, and then move that front end over. Back her up, move the front end over. Good girl. Back her up to finish. Excelente. Might desensitize to rest a little here. She was really bothered by desensitized to rest with the stick and string, cracking that whip. And you notice how I'm ground tying her?
Yeah.
Now, how did I know she would ground tie? Not because of anything you told me, but I just felt like she probably would. Now, if I was wrong and she walked off, no worries. I'm going to go catch her wherever she goes, and we'll start again. But once I feel like they're ready to ground tie and desensitize to rest, I'll go right to it. Really good. Okay, so my plan is to stick with the flag. If we have to go to the stick and string, I will. Oh, let's do some lateral and counter flexion real quick. Get in here close and snugly with her. Really good. I love horses that try hard like her. She's not trying to get away with anything. She wants to do whatever she thinks you want her to do. Yeah. Yeah, I like her.
She's a good horse.
I'm just gonna wait on her. Some horses will constantly test you and try to do as little as possible, and you're always having to refine a little bit and get them to get off that pressure by bumping on them. She doesn't need much of that. Just waiting on her. So this is my full turnaround exercise after I do lateral and counter flexion. I want her to follow that nose around, yield to that pressure. Yeah, she's trying to figure out what it means. There she goes. Good gal. Excellent. Now, because she's stuck there, took her a little while to figure out, I'll do it again. Make sure she doesn't have to get perfect at it, but a little bit better before I move on. Ah, very good. Yeah, she's so light. I have a horse in training right now that's been with me for 3 months, and he's still not this light. He's just one of those horses that challenges you constantly. So this counter flexion, a little sticky there. I'm going to wait on her. Now this gets a little confusing because it's almost pulling straight back. I don't have quite the angle from this on counter flexion. Good girl. Just gonna wait on her. Good enough for me. Okay, let's start working on the trailer here. She came in very easily there, but I'm going to try to position her body a little bit better. Not going to let her step in until she gets those hips over. Right there. And then if she'll stand there, nope, no drifting. So my first goal right now is to get her to stand over on this side on the ground. If she wants to move back over, nope, don't get in. I'll let her that's pretty good. She's not as far over as the front end is as far over as I'd like, the back end not quite. But I'm just gonna take my time, no rush here. Let's get the hips to move over. Right there. So she doesn't take a lot of pressure, but a little bit of pressure to get those hips over, and then I'll leave her alone. If she wants to come out of that position, put some pressure on her, leave her alone. Put some pressure on her. Now I might do this 100 times, I might do it more. Doesn't matter to me, I'm just gonna keep adding pressure. If she gets over here, releasing it as she gets where I want her to be. I'm not gonna get frustrated with her. I like where we're at because last time when we were having this issue, she was real exhausted. And so she didn't have energy to move as well as I'd like, so it took more pressure from me. Now she's more in a position I want her to be in. Would I prefer she be over 6 or 8 more inches? Yeah, or maybe a foot more, but that's okay. This is a good start. Back her up. Move her over again. Oh, look at that. Now that's pretty much exactly where I want her to be. Let that feel really good to her. Back her up. Bring her forward. Wrong position. Right position. Good girl. So right now I'm just going to back her up and then bring her forward, and my goal is to have her back up and come forward and stay in that position to the right. Good girl. That's really good. Back her up. Bring her forward. That's the first time I've seen her come forward and not drift over to the left. Back her up. Come forward. Good. So I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and let her step in with 2 feet. Let her rest right here. Remember, if you want a horse to back up well out of the trailer, they have to be very comfortable in this position. 2 feet in, and 2 feet out. 2 feet in, 2 feet out. If they're not comfortable at a minimum in this position, this can be very hard to get you to get your horse relaxed at backing out of the trailer. Now I might start working on 1 foot in, 3 feet out, like that. Right there. So I'm going to keep working with her until I can get 1 foot in, scoot her over a little bit. 1 foot in, 3 feet out. Right there. Perfect. Good girl. So it's a balancing act. You've heard people talk about how it's like balancing a broomstick. That's kind of like horsemanship. It's a balancing act to get them to do exactly what you want to do. So for her to get that 1 foot in and keep 3 feet out, it was a balancing act with my ask and release of pressure. Good girl. Back her back up. And I'm not going to be very particular about 1 foot versus the other. As long as she steps in with one of her feet For this session today, I'm going to be okay with that. Now maybe she'll come along so quickly I'll work on both feet. Right now she's more comfortable stepping in with her right front. Now there's a left front. I love it. Now she's just kind of stepping over there towards me, just about stepped on my foot. Good. Back her back out. One thing she struggles with is backing out of the trailer. Both fronts and the hinds have a hard time of lowering down, being okay lowering with one foot. So she'll step in with one foot, but stepping out, she steps down with two. Move those hips over. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Very good. Very good. Okay, now I might ask with both feet in again. Back up just a little and stop her. Bring her forward. She almost backed off with one foot still in the trailer. Now she's being a little resistant to moving over. Added pressure. She kicked out. Don't worry about the kicking. Don't take it personally. Just keep your pressure on until she does the right thing. Right there. Good girl. Good girl. One thing I like that she's doing right now is she's unweighting her left hind. That's really good. Shows that left hind is being relaxed. Now I'm going to see if I can get her kind of close to the trailer but not get on. I love how she's stepping carefully. And now back her up a little bit. Good. And bring her forward a little. Come back her up a little. Oh, she almost kept one foot on. I wasn't trying to back her front feet off, but if she went for it, I wanted one foot to stay in the trailer. Good girl. Now if she'll take one foot and put it up there in the trailer and leave the other foot out, that's kind of what I'm looking for next. Don't want her to get both feet in, just one in. Right, almost. Well, she got both feet in, that's fine. Now I'm going to move her back and then forward. Just going to start working on back and forward until I get her to step off. So I'm really being very intentional about not trying to force her off right now. For the most part, she's maintaining that position over on the right side of the trailer. Right side of the trailer from you guys' point of view. And if she steps down with both hinds, that's fine. What would be nice is if she could step down with one hind and leave that other hind inside the trailer. That would be optimal. I'm not going to expect that yet. She's being a little bit better about just kind of letting her leg relax. the leg she's gonna put down on the ground. Add a little pressure, very slight. Like Nikki mentioned, she almost did it. She almost kept 3 in. That was so close. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, come on up. You notice I'm very quiet with my flag. If I don't have to use my flag, I won't use it. Now she's scooting over, so I'm going to scoot her back. A little bit more. Good, right there. Moving those hips over. A little more. Nope, that's the wrong direction. Right there. She's right in the center of the trailer right now. I'm okay with that right now. Right there. Good girl. Three in, 1 out. Okay, now I'm gonna side pass her over. Let's try to position her a little bit better. Right there. Now let's try for 3 in, 1 out again. Good, I like that she switched to the other foot. She's just resting basically the top of the hoof. There's her toe. Good girl. So it seems like she's pretty good either. I mean, she's pretty equal either way. Whether she puts her right foot in, right hind foot in, or left hind foot in, she seems like she can do both equally as well. Just depends on where she's. It's not like she's preferring one or the other. Little more. Good girl. This feels good, huh? Back her up. Almost got her to back off with keeping one front. There, she did it. That time she backed off and left her left front on. This time she backed off and left her right front on. Very good. It's usually harder to get them to leave a foot on when you're backing up versus putting a foot on when you're coming in. Really good. Now she's starting to get a lot more control of her body and her mind by backing off and leaving one foot in and then putting a foot on and leaving 3 feet out. Right there. Good girl. Good girl. Pretty relaxed about that. It's kind of like she knows what to expect here. Foot in, foot out. Foot. She's going to switch feet maybe. Nope. Foot in, foot out. See if we can get her to switch feet. That's okay. So 2 feet in. Now let's see if she'll leave one in. See, to lower her body down, bend the foot that's weight bearing, to bend it all the way down until the foot that's non-weight bearing lands on the ground. That's hard to do, right? There, she almost did it. There. Good girl. Stepped off, but she held it for a moment. Almost. Slip and slide. Ah, she did it. Lowered herself down. Kept one foot in. Good girl. Move over. See if I can get one back foot in, which would be 3 in, 1 out. And I am totally happy with her just taking her time. That's really what I want, for her to take her time. When she rushes, then that's called escaping. She's escaping in or escaping out. We want her to take her time, be careful about how she places her feet. Very good. Hind foot. Hind foot in. Little more. Good girl. Hind foot out. Hind foot in. Hind foot out. Hind foot in. Good girl. Again, she alternates feet pretty well. It seems like she doesn't prefer one or the other. It just depends on where her feet are placed. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to ask her to come all the way in. Good. You notice how she's not rushing the left side. She is tipped a little bit left, but she didn't swing to the left. Back her up a little. Good. Bring her forward. Back her up. And I'm just getting movement with the front feet right now. I'm okay with that. Maybe a little bit more. Just about stepped off. Add a little pressure. And when I say a little, I'm talking feather light pressure. I just added just a tiny bit. Good. See how she's starting to extend that leg and kind of reach down versus holding it up in flexion? Good, and I might just ask her to come forward again. Good girl. Trying to take away any reason why she should feel panicked about this. I'm going to allow her to step down. Remember, for your safety, when you're in a position like this, you want to kind of keep yourself forward. You kind of keep your chest and head away from your horse and kind of forward of your horse. Because if she drops her hind legs down, she might slam down with her head and her front feet and then slide and then move to the side. And if you're here in this position, she might slam you against the trailer. So you want to be in front of her when she does that, if she's going to do that. I'm going to ask her to come 3 in, 2 in. 3 in, 2 in, 3 in. Might reach back. Now I'm going to come back here. I'm not asking her to back off, so I'm going to get over here on her side and rub on her. her feel comfortable here. Good girl. Okay, now back her up. Now go all the way on. Good girl. Now see if we can get one off. One hind foot off the trailer. That whole concept of lowering herself down with the one leg is hard, really hard for her. And you see her front feet kind of slide back. She's got a lot of weight on those front feet. Ask with a little bit more. Ask to come back on. 3 feet in. She'll never be totally comfortable backing off the trailer until she's comfortable weight bearing on one leg, putting weight on one hind leg, and lowering herself down. If she keeps popping off, and then she's doing it on her fronts too. If she pops off with both feet instead of lowering down with one, then she's just not quite there. Good girl.